What do you think's going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Also interesting to remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us.
He could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah.
At this moment in history, as we're looking at efforts across the country to prevent people from being able to exercise their fundamental rights,
Jobs of the past are just not going to come back. And when somebody sing all these jobs back, well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do? I'm going to negotiate a better deal. Well, how? What magic wand do you have? How exactly?
Tuning in, somebody. Today is Sunday, September 11th, 2022. We are Sanctimonious American Men. My name is Saintly Barnes. With me, as always, is Saintly Brandon. And we're going to get into it again this week.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is. And
I have no idea.
Whatever it identifies as.
I don't know what it is this week, man. I've been in a drunken stupor.
Drunken working stupor. I wasn't sure we're doing it this week, so I didn't really.
I wasn't sure either.
I still paid attention to some stuff.
I mean, we could still just call it.
There was still too big of stuff going. We could just call
I'll
it
go
now.
back to sleep right now.
Just give your money, you know. We can't keep the show going without your help, you see.
Yeah.
We're suppressed by the algorithms.
We're suppressed. I'm like Lizzo. I'm just like Lizzo.
Just like her.
She's suppressed. I'm suppressed.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
What a week, huh?
Ooh. Wow. Yeah. Lots of rain early in the week.
Yeah, we got some rain. We got some grass growing. Got to mow the lawn.
The drought's over, everyone.
I believe it's over. Yeah. Not the same in California. They got a drought going on out there. They got some wildfires out near Lake Tahoe.
Oh, they got some wildfires going?
Wildfires. Something like 50,000 acres, something like that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they got a big perimeter. Head up.
Damn. Did not know. Well, because I've been in the fucking... Went down to FDR skate park again this weekend. That's why we didn't get the show off yesterday.
Oh, you were in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Yep.
Philadelphia.
The biggest DIY in the world. FDR skate park. And it was straight madness. One of the coolest things I've ever been to. It was like
nice.
Woodstock and skateboarding getting smashed together. Oh, yeah.
Now you guys built that park? Or helped?
No. We've done a little here and there over the years, but that started like 25 years ago or a long time ago with a couple OGs.
Right.
Yep.
Rodney Mullen and shit out there.
No, not quite. There's Carlos and TZ.
Shout out to Carlos.
And my man Tom, totally zoned.
Totally
Zoned. Bro. And then Mark Scott from Burnside was out there. He helped build another legendary park over in Portland.
Ah.
Yeah.
Also threatened by forest fires.
Also threatened. Yeah. And then you ever hear of the Spits? The band, the Spits?
Yes, I have.
They were there. They played live. It was they killed it.
Killed it.
Fucking amazing. Our friend Lauren's got a punk band. She played, and I forget what the name of her band is, but they're fucking amazing. And maybe I'll have that for you next week. You guys can all go check it out online.
Check it out.
Big skate contest, independent.
All right.
Fucking Creature skateboard company. A couple other companies there. Monster Energy Drink. You know, they're all down there having fun. Monster. And the whole town. 2-day event. One day was in the middle of the city. My friend Sloan from Fifth Pocket and Jesse, they helped build the whole course for the street section.
Oh, nice.
And then Sloan welded up this thing called the, what the hell was it? It was an El Camino, but they called it the Hell Camino.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on Instagram, just look like hashtag Hell Camino. You see some shit. You'll see some shit.
Well, that's a productive week.
Yeah. well, when your brain is fried for 2 days, it's a little hard to come back from. So
Right.
I was just sleeping for like the past, 20 hours
As much as you could.
just to be able to
Make it here.
Make it here.
He was sleeping when I got here. Slept in the studio.
So that was interesting. Yes. And I wish you'd come down. We could have broadcast from there. I got I got us a live setup
I
now.
fucking hate Philadelphia.
I got a hot spot. We got a little tablet and we can stream from. Audio might not be that good, but we suck at audio anyways.
Anyway, yeah. Buy some
So.
fentanyl. Anyway, we're here now.
How was your week?
It was yeah, it was there. It existed.
Did you guys get the yard sale off?
No, there was a little sprinkle this morning, so we
Too
canceled.
much precipitation.
Yeah,
Okay.
even though it hardly rained. But whatever.
Right. Well, you can't have the stuff out there getting wet, man.
That's true.
Can't have it getting wet. So Queen died? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, yeah. We had a festive activities, and we're ready to negotiate. As long as you guys don't take this Charles guy too seriously, we'll negotiate with you. You can come back.
Oh my God.
What?
Okay.
I've been waiting for the IRA.
It's like that, huh? Yeah, you're waiting. You're waiting.
I thought they were going to take credit, but I haven't heard anything. Maybe they figure it's better if Scotland Yard announces it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think Operation Kill Granny was a success.
It was a success.
Yeah, but I heard they already put Charles in. Like instantaneous. He was waiting, I think. He was probably sitting there.
You think?
Yeah.
You've been waiting his whole damn life.
Whole damn life. Now, I heard he banned Meghan Markle. That's just a rumor I'm hearing from like TMZ or some shit.
Who banned her?
Old Charles, he banned Meghan Markle from seeing the Queen while she was dying.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
I could see that.
I guess he left her $5 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will. She got $5. I don't know if she got anything. But, yeah, it's weird because I was watching this movie called Spencer the night before she died, or I guess the morning of. And I started complaining. I'm like, that bitch is due any day now. And then I woke up and she was dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Little premonition.
Little premonition.
The universe telling you what's
didn't
up.
Think about it. Speaking of premonitions, now there's a guy on Twitter. I sent this to you. You saw it, I think.
You did send me a link of something that looked interesting.
It's a. Let's see if this is it. This might be something else. No. Let's see. Where the hell is it?
Yeah, where is it? Where is it?
I see it. All right, here we go. All right, so we got somebody on Twitter with who goes by ? Which I didn't even know you could do as a username. I didn't think that was possible, but their username is ? They got an @ Adenyl oxide or some shit. Aid with an E.
What is this?
Meoxide. Now they on February 4th of this year, they predicted that Queen Elizabeth II will die on September 8th, 2022. They called it somehow. Now, this person's page is really weird. It's got all kinds of codes on it, encryptions. I don't understand. I'm not a computer programmer.
Just fill in for a second. What's up?
And they made another prediction that something will happen to an ex-president on November 22nd of this year on 11/22/22. So they've been asked about their method of predicting, and they say that they're not a prophet. They just have fantastical access to fantastical technology, whatever that means. Alien technology, quantum computers, I don't fucking know. But somehow this person predicted the death of the Queen, and they have a very unusual Twitter account.
Have you went to the Twitter account?
Yes.
And you looked it up and it's on there?
It's on there. It's like there's a lot of code that I'm not a computer programmer, so.
You went and found the actual
Oh,
Twitter
yeah. I might still have it
from
up.
February.
Yeah. Here.
So
hold on.
totally verified.
Let's see if I can.
That's
Back my
gnarly,
way.
dude.
I think I can back my way there.
So,
see.
well, I was just checking to see. Yeah, you went and looked it all up, and someone called it way back in February.
February 4th, yeah. Here they are. Now, they have an unusual profile picture. It's some kind of like static, or maybe it's some kind of code.
Oh, it's like one of those QR code things or something.
Yeah, here it is, Brandon.
Yeah. Just looks like some white noise in a circle.
Yeah, it looks like a composition book,
Mm-hmm.
you would buy.
The cover, yeah.
Yeah, the cover. And their username is just question mark at AIDE MLEO XIDE. It's kind of meaningless. I don't think it has any meaning.
Well, the AI could be artificial intelligence right off the bat.
Oh, that could be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how they got the username of just fucking question mark. That's puzzling me. But they have
Are they blue checker? They got one of those things?
He says he only has one account, and they're only following 2 people.
So no blue check.
Right. Now, the 2 people that they're following, let me check this out here. They're following Back to the Future, Spy vs. Spy, and they were following 3, and I could probably fast forward to it, but I don't want to.
3?
Yeah, because last time I checked, they were following one guy, and his name was Leo something, and I thought there might be a connection between that and the Leoxide or whatever, Leoxide part of this guy's username. I just want to see who they were following, because they made a bunch of predictions, and the ex-president thing, something big is going to happen to the next president on 11/22/22 was one that I saw. And here's his tweet on September 9th.
Okay, so you're saying there's a prediction right now for November of this year
Yeah,
of something happening to an ex-president.
an ex-U.S. president. Yeah. They made that on September 9th, that prediction. Okay. So also on September 9th, it says, I am not a prophet. I am no God, nor machine. I merely am just a person with fantastical technology. And then people ask what that is.
It's probably artificial intelligence.
It probably is of some sort. September 8th, they put a thing of the Queen. Not the Queen, the Princess Diana. On May 24th, sorry, they wrote, He Will Rise, whatever that is. A lot of people thought it had something to do with Turkish politics. Then he makes a bunch of crazy predictions that nobody's going to live to see. And then there's just weird code. Like 32, 32, 57, 65, 89, 76, 75, 44, 44, 34, 37, 09, 87, 54, 32, 32, 75, 54, 88, 34, 55, 44, 44, 44, 44, 44, 44, 44, 44.
44s?
23, 22, 29, 94, 45, 44, 44. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell that is.
Well,
there's a bunch of tweets like that. Anyway, I thought that was interesting that somebody predicted the Queen's death and that they have a very unusual profile.
and how'd you come to find out about it? You just heard it somewhere or
Yeah.
saw it posted somewhere?
No, I heard it. Somebody was talking about it. Some
Okay.
small blogger or something that I came across.
Well, you'll know shit's for real come November 11th, you said?
Yeah, November 22nd.
22nd.
11/2/22.
Okay. We'll know if he's for real. We'll all be in the inner circle of knowing something crazy.
Well, we'll see if it's legit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she died. They're making a big humbug of it over there. It's also 9/11 here. The 21st anniversary of 9/11, right?
Damn.
It's old enough to drink now.
9/11's old enough to swig them down?
Swig them down, 9/11. Yeah, that means there's people that's 21 years old that have never known anything but
police state.
Yeah, post 9/11. Yeah, I have my questions about 9/11. I don't get into it on 9/11. I reserve these questions publicly for a different day. But just out of respect for the country and those mourning people.
Yeah, anybody that got caught up in that, that's Very unfortunate.
I dated a girl whose uncle was killed during the second plane strike.
Ooh.
Yeah, so and this was not long after. Stephanie, remember her?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was on TV all the fucking time, and she would just
It
fucking.
would just be horrible. For
Oh
her.
God! And by proxy, that made my life
Not good either.
not good either, right?
Especially when you had all these questions. They don't want to hear none of that either.
I do remember, when they put the memorial out, I was able to spot her uncle's name, even though I never met him. I knew his name from the TV, and she was like, "Oh, I guess I don't gotta go see it now."
Jeez.
She couldn't find it. They were just showing like a wide shot of it, and it was really you could read the names, but it was difficult. I just came right out at me for some reason.
You got a good eyeball for that stuff.
Once in a while, I can't. If I'm looking for something to be right in front of me, I'll never find it. But if it's something that you're not supposed to see somehow, I could boom. Yeah. So today's 9/11, and
They're gonna have the lights down in New York City again.
I don't know.
They have been doing that for quite some time, right?
I think they have, right?
Every year they turn those on
Yeah.
for the memorial.
Yeah. And plus we gave Afghanistan a bunch of military equipment this year.
They should be shining lights too for
There's the
us.
shine lights too.
Well, I'm very interested in that little Instagram thing. I'm gonna have to check in with
It's
you.
Twitter.
on that.
Twitter.
Twitter, whatever.
I don't use either one. I do use Twitter a little bit. I look on there. I shouldn't say I use it. Because it's 10 times worse than Facebook, as far as like.
The syndrome.
Oh yeah.
What was this? Zelensky was in America and got like some medal, or he got something.
Did he?
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Did he
I
get
don't know.
bullets? He's gonna need some fucking bullets.
Zelensky to headline U.S. Defense Industry Conference.
Why? Why the fuck is he there?
The keynote speaker
Why?
to a major meeting of American defense contractors later this month.
Oh, why?
Who? Why?
Exactly. Why? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Now, especially since you got like, I think it's Romania, right, and Germany are reconsidering getting some Russian oil, right? Because they don't want to freeze to death.
I guess.
Yeah, there's been protests in Europe over sanctions to Russia.
There's been all kinds of protests over there.
Right.
People burning their bills up in Italy,
Yeah.
just tossing
No
them
pay,
in the streets.
no pay, right?
It was something like you had no pay, now anarchy or something like that.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, you want to fuck with the people? Let's do this.
They're trying to get 1 million people in UK to sign this partition thing. This what are they called? They got a thing going, and they're trying to get 1 million signatures. You know the thing, man.
You know the thing, man.
And a petition, and it's so that people don't pay their energy bills. They're just gonna stop paying, which fuck that's gonna work, especially if they're getting.
Well, it's like here's the conspiracy brain is going off. It's going off. It's like, well, if you can get everybody to not be able to pay their bills, well, then you have to come up with some way to provide them with a service, and
socialism.
And now you can just turn off their thermostat just like you would in Colorado. And just be like, okay, well, we're giving you the free stuff, so we control what you get.
Right.
But everybody's like, well, I can't pay it, so I guess I'll just take it anyways.
Very well could be.
Sure, just it's how they're getting everybody with everything. It's convenient. Oh, the phone's so convenient. I just got my friggin' credit card on the phone, and I don't even need cash no more. It's convenience.
I heard some fucking Virginia state senator talking about the
Great Reset.
no, he was talking about the $10,000 relief for school loans.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I'm not sure if it's a coincidence that the government's going to give away $10,000 per person of student loans relief, and that they hired 87,500 IRS agents.
Yeah, right.
He's like, they might be able to start looking into these people's, taxes. And
Yeah.
he was saying, the people least likely to pay taxes are young people. They're more likely to skip out.
Yeah. thanks for protecting and serving IRS or whatever the hell you do.
I think they're illegal.
They are illegal.
So we had a little smash and grab here in Sorties this week, huh?
What about this? Well, yeah, we could talk about the smash and grab. Local news alert.
So there's a smoke shop here in Sorties, and somebody tried robbing it, I guess.
All right.
Tried smashing it. I don't think they made it through or not. But they didn't get away. They got arrested.
At the place, or
I guess, well, I can look in the article, but they got arrested. Yeah, they were trying to smash and grab.
is it like a local or just like a vagrant coming through? Somebody that's not from here?
Let me find it.
Well, I guess that's a sign of the times. I mean, it's not that we've had stupid shit like that before, but
Yeah, we've had stupid shit like this before. And all right. A day after the front glass door of Smoker's Choice store in Sorties, New York, was smashed in and cash was stolen out of the register, Sorties police have reported that their investigation has led to the arrest of a local man.
okay, so he's
guy.
local.
Burglar alarm, smashed front glass door, money missing from register at Smoker's Choice Sorties. In a press release from the Sorties Police Department on Wednesday, August 31st, 2022, Chief Joseph Signagra shared the news of an arrest following a burglary earlier in the week. It was reported that on Monday, August 29th, around 7:30 a.m., a commercial burglar alarm was triggered at Smoker's Choice at 1 Ulster Ave in the village of Sorties. Upon the arrival, the Sorties police officer found the front glass door to have been smashed in. Officers conducted a search of the building and did not find anyone inside. The report goes on to detail that when the management personnel from the Smoker's Choice store arrived, it was determined that cash proceeds had been taken from the cash register. Burglar suspect was apprehended Tuesday, August 30th, 2022. The Sorties Police Detectives Division initiated an investigation that determined Joseph Monarch, a 51-year-old Kingston resident, was responsible for the burglary. Monarch was located in the city of Kingston on Tuesday afternoon just after 3:30 p.m. by the Sorties Police Detectives, along with assistance from the New York State Police and the Kingston Police Department. The 51-year-old Kingston resident, who was classified as a predicate felon in the police report, was taken into custody Tuesday afternoon and transported to Sorties Police Headquarters, where he was processed on burglary in the third degree and criminal mischief in the third degree, both felony charges. Monarch was later arraigned in the village of Sorties Justice Court, remained and remanded to the Ulster County Jail without bail. According to information found on NewYorkCourts.gov, a predicate felony is essentially a repeat offender, someone that has been convicted of a felony with 10 years of past felony conviction within the 10 years. All right. New York courts indicate that there is a sharp increase in the maximum sentence that a judge can order for a predicate felon. Yeah, so they got him. They got him. A little smash and grab, little old Sorties in New York. It's spreading. You know. I'll wait till they go to the gun store, wait till I hear the gun smoke.
How about U.S. Army recommends food stamps for soldiers struggling with inflation?
That's ridiculous. Imagine being in a war. Is there a place around here accepts food stamps?
You guys accept food stamps over here? American food stamps?
That's fucking ridiculous. Oh my god.
Yeah, this country's just getting run fucking
straight into the ground.
Right into the ground, nose diving.
You know, and I see all these people talking like, all right, so people are still talking about the Biden, your terrorist speech.
Right. Because it was fucked up.
And I still, I can't remember how I heard mention this, but I started to think about it. I was like, it might have been like Tucker Carlson or something, but they were talking about cults, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the things that cults do historically, the social brainwashing, right?
Okay.
Where they stripped away your natural identity, right? Um, make you question your natural identity, right?
Okay.
Then they try to, give you a new family, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's some movements in this country where I see this happening. Like, it's bad to be American. It's bad to be like half the fucking country racially, allegedly. It's bad to be a guy. It's straight male is worse. It's bad to be Christian. All the major group in this country. It's bad to be all those things, right?
Yeah.
And then you see like these TikToks of like these teachers telling if your parents don't accept you the way you are, then fuck them. Like, I'll be your parent now.
Yeah.
And it's like replacing the family. I'm like,
You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Biden's getting sued,
really?
or maybe it's just the White House. I'm not sure, but they found direct communications with the White House Corona response team telling Twitter to shut down accounts.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So they're controlling free speech?
Yeah, they're getting sued for violating the First Amendment.
And the Twitter and the White House, they both agreed to do
Work
this?
together.
Yeah, wow.
What's that sound like?
I think that sounds like fascism.
But wait, they're Antifa, so they can't be.
But they can't explain fascism. They can't define it. That's just the shit that drives me. They're going to kill me eventually because I've asked them times when this first started online.
What does it mean?
Well, I'm anti, bad stuff. So I do bad stuff because I'm anti-bad stuff. Okay. Right. I mean, that's like, what did they just, Holchel was running something that 6 or something, representatives, elected officials in New York are members of, like the Oath Keepers or something, which I think is like a gun club or something, right? Basically.
I'm not sure. What'd she do?
So she, the Democrats put an ad out this week in New York talking about 6 elected officials or Oath Keepers. They didn't say which ones.
Okay.
To make it seem like it's a broad Republican problem. I'm thinking that how many fucking Republicans could possibly be in the state?
Well, this is the scary part. They got Democrats all over the country just coming out and saying Republicans are terrorists.
Yes, that's crazy.
It's like we're, direct threats. I'm not even a Republican, but just because I agree with them more than the other side.
At the moment.
You're at the moment. Exactly.
Yeah.
That changes.
That does change.
It's you're considered, whatever, fucking a problem.
Right. And a lot of the neocons, they all side with the Democrats now too. Now, I was against neocons then. I'm still against them now.
Still against them.
Right. So like they had like Mitt Romney joined the ranks to a certain extent. The extension of fucking Cheney clan, right?
Yeah, they might as well be called Democrats.
They might as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're the same characters that brought you the Gulf War, right? The war in Afghanistan.
Yeah, and they're
9/11.
Yep, Dick Cheney definitely brought you 9/11.
You heard it here first, folks. But yeah, so
brought to you by Powdered Loads.
Don't wait till the last minute. You want to get your loads powdered now. You go out, you buy a Barnicot dehumidifier, right?
Okay, back on track.
Back on track. You get yourself one of them laptops and you look at them pretty pictures of them girls.
Protein for weeks.
Protein for weeks.
What was this? I didn't even look into this. Over 30 senior Trump allies raided by the FBI.
Yeah, so the other day, over 35 Trump political allies were raided by the FBI. I'm not exactly sure who.
I think Steve Bannon might have been one.
He might have been
I'm not
one.
sure.
Now the thing about this, it keeps moving. the football on this fucking FBI bullshit keeps moving. At first it was treason, right? And
Yeah.
nuclear fucking secrets are buried in fucking Ivanka's fucking
Underwear
ashes.
drawer.
What the fuck? And now, it's moved to like, well, maybe there's some, National Archive fucking slip up. And it's like, how does it move that fast inside of a week?
When you got people on social media being like, he stole the nuclear codes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna sell them.
He's got to sell them. Right.
And now it's like, well, we don't really have anything.
Yeah. Why is the news just so wrong?
Well, it was because it was a fishing expedition. They were trying to find something bad, and it's also because it's just optics. It's like, oh, well, everybody believes something bad happened, so it did.
Right. Now they're looking for any contacts about January 6th prior to it happening, allegedly. That's allegedly what they're looking for.
Right, on the election. Yeah, they're looking because they realize they got nothing, so they got to go again.
Right. And this is weaponization of
FBI, yeah.
The Federal Bureau of Investigations at this point. They're just happy to be going against all of Joe Biden's political adversaries, right?
It's almost like they're scared about the next election.
Right. And this is the crazy part.
It's almost like they feel like they don't have the votes to win.
Right. If Trump did this, they'd still be in the fucking streets screaming about it.
Oh, we'd have cities burning down.
Oh, absolutely. We had it because some dude got choked to death in fucking Minnesota.
Had nothing to do with
He
Trump.
was going running around fucking had nothing to do with Trump. He was trying to pass off counterfeit bills. I'm not saying the guy deserved to die or anything, but the fucking cities didn't deserve to be burnt. People had nothing to do with it. Didn't deserve to be killed. Fucking windows didn't deserve to be smashed, and churches didn't deserve to be burned down. But that happened. Federal buildings got burned down. Fucking nuts.
You had people believing for over a year almost, or more than a half year, that fucking what's his name there, Waukesha Kid killed black people.
There's people who still believe that.
Like, yeah, he killed innocent black people.
When he smoked a pedophile who was screaming the N-word. This kid picked them somehow. I don't know how. Unless those are just the people that decide to get involved. The other one was a womanizing wife beater or something.
Yep. Had charges on him.
Yeah.
And it's funny, too, because, like, right before the trial, the Rittenhouse trial, all those charges got dropped. It was like they're trying to clean up all the victims.
Right.
They were trying to clean them up to make them look like they're fucking, victims.
Right. Like
saintly victims.
Saintly victims.
And it's like they're a bunch of pieces of shit.
Yeah, they were. I'm not saying that they should have died or anything like that, but their history
was not good.
Not good. And Kyle was proven innocent. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. And a lot of people have no fucking clue.
It's like the guy that went to go shoot him. And they were like, did he shoot you before you pulled the gun? No.
Yeah.
When I pulled the gun, he shot me.
You're like, shh, you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say that.
It's on fucking video. You can see it. All right. They were grasping at straws in that one. They had like fucking 10 clear videos, and then they got this one from like a helicopter above. Right?
We should put a video package together of all the bullshit.
There's so much.
Because like the kid with the Trump hat on the steps.
That's Covington kids, right?
Yep, the Covington kids.
Covington kids.
It's like, you're wrong. You fucking got behind this bullshit story. You ran with it.
Now, that's happened so many times.
The fucking Jesse Smollett bullshit.
Smollett, right? There's another one.
Fucking fake victim.
Fake. Then the NASCAR guy.
Yep.
We've seen that before, Tawana Brawley or whatever, but it's like it's nonstop now, and it's just constant like.
And
like
it seems
just
like
saying, the FBI raids and the nuclear codes, and he's got the nuclear football. He's hiding nukes in Mar-a-Lago.
He's got the football. He's got the nuclear football down there in Florida.
Right? Like, so now we're on to like, maybe he didn't tell people he declassified something that's not important.
Mm-hmm.
And Melania's underwear.
Yep.
And now the DOJ is arresting everybody who's his political ally, raiding them. It's fucking ridiculous. We got Congresswoman getting swatted twice last week.
Yeah.
I don't know how that even happens.
it kind of feels like we're fucked.
Oh yeah, it definitely feels.
Fully fucked.
And now we got Prince Charles in there, which I think he's lunatic. He said some loony shit in the past, and
Okay.
he hung out with Jimmy Savile, right? Jimmy Savile, Sir
Mhm.
Jimmy Savile, fucking
Yeah, complete scumbag of the
complete
earth.
fucking scumbag, like raped many children, right?
Yeah, documented.
Documented.
But yeah, fully fucked. Oh,
Fully
what is it there? What the fuck's the band's name? Does Knights of Sidonia? Fucking,
Okay, yeah.
the hell's their name?
I think that's it, isn't it?
No,
That's a song.
that's a song
Oh, I've
by
heard.
Muse.
Muse. Okay.
Muse has got a song out now called "We're Fucked."
Well, they're right. We're absolutely fucked.
Well, they're absolutely right. So go listen to Muse. We're fucked. We're just trying to get through this thing together.
Well, it's like what's her face there? The I can't even remember. The White House press secretary.
Oh, that dude, she makes some funny faces.
Dude,
Jean Pierre something or other. I
something
don't
like
know.
that.
Jean.
She was talking about the
It's like
domestic terrorist, right?
her brain's like locks up.
Oh yeah.
So often, it's hilarious.
And then one of the reporters went back out and found a bunch of her tweets that she wrote.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, and that's not different. No,
No, it's
you
not.
said questioning elections is domestic terrorism, more or less. But you questioned a whole bunch of elections, some midterms and Hillary. She's like,
mean-
oh, but no
Right. I mean, they're still saying Governor Adams out there. right?
rules for me, or rules for thee,
but
and not for me.
Governor Abrams, right? There's people
Oh
still doing that.
God,
She still doesn't think she lost that election. Is she a domestic threat? I think so.
I'm not sending the FBI after her.
Right. This is big news. Big news.
You got the big John.
Big news of the week. Not the Queen. That's just the fucking
That's just-
distraction. Right. Here's what happened. So
All right.
Pope Francis, the old popester, the Jesuit fucking Pope. He ordered Vatican entities to bring their financial assets to the Vatican. Bring it all back to the Vatican. You got assets out there? Put them back in the Vatican bank. He gave them to October 1st to bring them back. I don't know what this signals, but that's a big move, especially if the Vatican starts liquidating shit. I don't know how far this is going to go. But that's a lot of money going back to the Vatican.
One spot.
for
They're
some-
trying to consolidate it for a reason.
Yeah,
You would think.
there's got to be some reason. Either they think that they got a plan to spend it all,
Mm-hmm. On
Or-
something.
or they think that the rest of the markets are going to fucking fail somehow. Other banks are going to fail. Whatever it is, it's big. They haven't done this since like Crusades.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Crusades. Yeah. Coming back again.
Coming back. So whatever they know is happening, like the Vatican doesn't do anything by fucking accident. There's nothing fucking coincidental about this. Whatever. He's also saying World War III started already, so he knows something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. World War III. It's not kinetic yet. It's just financial.
Financial at this point, still
Mhm.
right. And he knows something. You know,
Oh, he gets to tell the cool parties.
I bet he does. He's the fucking Pope.
He knows the inside track.
Speaking of the Queen's death out there, any of you Anglicans out there, this might be a good time for you to return to the faith, right? The flock. Sorry about your Queen, your head of your church there, and you might not be excited about Charles taking over the head of your church. I think he's a Taoist or something. So you're more than welcome to come back to Catholicism. Most of the protests that you've had in the past are now gone. I mean, I'm like, fuck this Pope too. I'm a Sedavicanist Catholic, so there's plenty of room for you there, to come back to the true faith during this hard and difficult time.
What the fuck, Bart?
Just throwing it out there.
AOC cries.
It's a piece of shit. What?
Warning of her own death.
Right.
She said she doesn't even know she's going to be alive
She
after
has
the November elections.
No,
So
she could walk out in the road, get hit by a car right now. You don't know.
she thinks people are coming to get her.
Nobody's coming
Because
to
they
get
can't
you.
date her.
That's what it is. They can't date her.
Can't date her, so she thinks she's going to die because there's so much people out there that are so crazy.
So crazy, right?
Jeez.
These people would be dead if this shit was real.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
Nightmares.
Nightmares, Tucker Carlson. 50 pictures of her and Weinstein arm in arm, but she's fucking scared of Tucker Carlson.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
These people are delusional, bro. What the hell's Tucker Carlson do?
It seems to me like he is one of the last people spitting the truth on TV.
To some extent. At least he's providing a different angle. See, another thing about fascism is a symbiotic relationship between the government and the media.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you turn on the media, right, and you watch the news, let's just say you roll it at random. You find all the media companies and you just randomly choose one. Chances are you're going to end up at a liberal media site, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, especially make corporate media, on television, right? National television syndicates, right? All but Fox are pretty much left, right?
Yes.
And I don't even like Fox really that much.
No, there's not much on there that's good. I mean, you do actually. It is the only place I've been able to see other things in the past 4 years.
It's the only place you'll get any kind of contrary voice, right?
Yeah, the other thing's just one big fucking loud horde saying, "Take your shot, shut up, don't ask questions."
Right.
That's the Jim Brewer special. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see
it's
that.
amazing. On YouTube for free. Go watch Jim Brewer. Fucking kill it on his newest special. Take your shots, don't ask questions. Dr. Fauci.
Move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there was like plenty of that on Fox. There was plenty of that.
Oh yeah.
But then there was a handful of other people that everybody hates saying, "Why can't we ask questions?"
Right.
And that's why I'm like, holy shit, Of course, growing up as a Clinton Democrat, you're like, you hated Fox News, or you at least didn't trust it because of George Bush and all that
Right.
shit.
Right.
But now it's like, how can this be? How can this be? Fox News is like the only place you're kind of getting an actual fucking full station of thoughts. Maybe not full, but at least contradictory thoughts.
Yeah. At least somebody
Expressing another idea.
Another idea besides the mainstream narrative.
Mm-hmm. Which seems a lot like state fucking propaganda.
State propaganda. Speaking of which, we got a lot of stabbings this week, huh?
You talking about the Canada one?
We got one in Canada, right? We got one in London. The 17-year-old boy died. There was 100 participants, over 100 participants, and it was a machete brawl.
What?
Yes, in London.
A machete brawl?
Yeah, in a part of London, yeah. I guess the ghetto part. But yeah, there was a machete brawl.
Wow.
Yeah. And we also came out this week.
We got to ban machetes.
Well, automated knife chucker, right? Now, this thing's got a laser gauge on it, right? So it can range finder, right?
Automated knife chuck.
It's infrared, right?
Okay. Little knives. They're like this big.
No, they're throwing knives. They're
Oh,
big.
okay.
Yeah. And it's got a laser finder, right? So it's infrared, so you can use it at night.
Totally legal.
Totally legal, right? So it can judge the range, right? So that the knife sticks in, and calculates that, and then you pull the trigger. It's instantaneous, right? And the knife goes in, sticks in.
Wonderful.
And you could. Now I believe this is a fully automatic knife chucker, right? I think you just hold the trigger down and it just keeps going.
Did you see D&D and the racist alien monkeys?
What?
D&D had to get some characters out of their books. They took some space monkeys out of their book.
Oh, the
because
Hazard.
somebody was complaining that they are trying to be black people.
Right, they're metamorphic of
Mm-hmm.
they're analog of American black slaves, right?
Something like that.
The Hazel D. Yeah, now the Hazel D, here's the fucking thing. Like, so if you're familiar with, like, I had just happened to be familiar with this phrase.
D&D.
In every other edition, now they came out, I think, in second edition, right? For Spelljammer, which is like pirate ships in space, right?
Sounds amazing.
And this is one group that always had a wanderlust, right? They like to explore. They were curious, yada yada. It never had anything but slavery. They were from a mysterious planet, and they were known as sailors, right? So fifth edition decides to add in a slavery story,
Okay.
which was never there before,
All right.
and then almost instantly cancel itself. Like, what the fuck? It's almost like they did it just to cancel themselves or something.
When was 5th edition?
Fifth edition is the latest edition. There's a new revised fifth edition coming out next couple years, but
That's probably why they got rid of it altogether. Because they introduced something stupid to it.
well, they've like Pathfinder, which is like the alternative to D&D. They've took out any mention of slavery in their world.
You can't even have a friggin' spaceship called Slave One. I mean, come on.
Really? Oh yeah, that would make sense, huh? Wow.
You heard Star Wars did that, right?
No, they did what?
Boba Fett's ship isn't called Slave One anymore
Why?
because of woke.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
You didn't know that? That happened like 2 years ago.
No, I didn't know that.
Year ago.
That's ridiculous.
Can't have a ship called Slave One.
He's a bad guy.
Nah, no more.
So now the bad guys are good guys?
There's no more bad guys.
He was a bad guy. I know that it gave him like some kind of redemption arc in fucking Boba Fett,
Forget about it, dude.
Book of Fett or whatever.
It's over.
It is, isn't it?
They basically are taking what we have as modern day mythos and legends, which is creates culture, and they're
Right.
tearing it all down so you don't have anything to root for as what was previously American culture.
Right.
In trying to redefine it into like a communist fucking everybody's equal.
Right. Some kind of equity
It's like
bullshit.
you get a trophy and you get a trophy.
Well, the only way for everyone to be equal is to be bad at things.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, if you're all a toddler
It's like you're-
aptitude of skills, then what the fuck?
Yeah. Don't be a virtuoso. That's bad.
Ridiculous.
Don't be a great athlete. That's bad. You're a bad person for being good.
Because you win too much or something. It's
Yeah.
That's
Winners are friggin'
pretty ridiculous.
bad, conceited, selfish
Again, it's the whole breakdown of
of what
Western-
culture our culture is.
Western society in
Mhm.
general. Feels like a psyop, like an attack.
Yeah. Psy-op.
Now here's something.
Psychological
Operations.
operations.
Right.
Yeah. Say it with us, folks.
Like a demoralization. Right. Destabilization. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking I forgot what this. Oh, Biden suggested that we use TikTok to help with our elections.
What a fucking mutt.
Now Trump said, "Don't use TikTok. I want to ban them from the United States because they're owned by the Chinese and they're spies."
And Biden says, let's use it for
Let's
elections.
use it for elections.
So, yeah, I got a bone to pick with a bunch of people. After hearing that one, that's a doozy.
You look into it. I just caught it real quick.
Let's take a look. If this is real, he's bought and sold.
Oh, of course he's bought and sold. I watched My Son Hunter this week, new movie. I think I put it in the chat. I don't know if you checked it out or not. It's a pretty good movie. It's got a few actors you would recognize. The production quality isn't the highest. You know, it's not like a feature film out of Hollywood, but it's not bad. It's, it's like 90s afternoon TV.
Okay.
You know, somewhere in between like a public service announcement, but it's there's cursing and stuff and subject matter that's not appropriate. It's just the production style isn't the greatest, but whatever. It's good. It's basically meant for people who like don't believe this stuff or never heard for the stuff for them to get introduced to it, right?
Okay.
A watered down comical type of version.
Right. That's what I saw. It was kind of comedy.
Right.
Yeah, it says TikTok is launching an election center to combat midterm misinformation.
Yeah, you got to be shitting me, dude. What the fuck does TikTok have to do with our elections?
Yeah.
They're a Chinese old company. And this shit's just happening. Like,
It's because the friggin' Biden administration's right in there with all this big tech bullshit.
Dude.
And they're owned by China.
I mean,
China.
this dude's got, his son's got investments in fucking, and jobs and fucking Ukraine energy. Now there's a war in that region and China. And now we're buying everything from fucking China. Stop producing oil here. Start buying useless electronics from fucking China that's supposedly going to produce some kind of electricity. Meanwhile, we got rolling blackouts in fucking California and Portland. I'm surprised Pat was able to call.
Dude, TikTok's got to go.
It's horrible, dude. There's this one guy I watch, Odin's Men. And I don't know, he's got a knack for finding the craziest, cringiest shit on TikTok.
On TikTok?
Yeah. I don't know how.
Like the it's.
A lot of it's, yeah. A lot of it's.
The it's.
A lot of very strange things. And then, he just he searches these certain keywords out, but he'll do a lot of like pronoun things or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to this shit and it's like, these are unique names. These aren't pronouns. Your pronoun can't be a unique fucking name. That's a proper noun. If it's something that someone calls you and nobody else is called, within reason, then...
Dude, that shit's getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's out of hand.
It's been out of hand for a long time. Like the whole pronoun game. It's like these kids are just so... It was like breaking up music into the super subgenres so you can be the cool kid that knows about something nobody else knows about.
Right.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening with pronouns.
Pronouns, right. Have you heard the new pronoun? Dude.
Ass and hole. So you just call me asshole.
Just call me asshole.
My pronouns are ass and hole.
Asshole.
So yeah, I mean, I've seen some. You're gonna have to show me this guy because I love watching these things. Because you got to be up.
Odin's Men, yeah.
You got to be up to date with the crazy.
Yeah, you do. And they've come up with a bunch of like new terms for this stuff and psychological conditions, right? And if you look at like over time, the figures on the stuff, it's grown exponentially, right? So like traditionally it was boys who felt that they were born in the wrong body, and it was like less than a percentage, right? And then as time goes on, right, it's seen like a 400% increase in the last couple of years or more, right?
More.
And that's not happening by accident, right?
No, it's...
And I see a lot more, trans regret blogs and stuff like that, where people regret, getting the surgery. And there's one person I saw, I can't remember what the hell the name of the special I was watching. Might have been the SGT report, right? Where they have this individual who was transitioned before puberty, right? And
okay.
They were talking about an orgasm, and it was like, I don't know what an orgasm is. And they were trying to explain it to her, and they were like, it's like a sneeze. And she or it, whatever, just has no idea what they're talking about, right?
It's because they had hormone blockers and all that stuff.
And now they transitioned and they can't have an orgasm, right? So Now, normally that would be some kind of like genetic defect or
Right. But now that you're having parents
disability.
just making their kids get these things.
Oh yeah, you know, and there's people out there that like I've seen, you know, kids say things that I know they didn't fucking say, that their parents must have coached them. I've even seen one where the mother like whispers to the kid what to say about it.
Yeah.
And it's child abuse, you know. At least in my opinion, it's child abuse.
Well, here's the numbers from Bill Maher himself. The 19 oh, what the hell is that? The 70s
Yeah, 1970s.
was like I can't even see the full fucking chart.
It
It was like point something percent. Boomers was 4.2%. This is LGBTQ self-identification.
Right.
Generation X was 4.2.
4.2.
Millennials were 10. Z's 20. If you keep making the chart go up like exponentially with these numbers, well, then the next generation will be 41, and whoever's after that's going to be 82. So by the year 2040, we'll all be lesbian, gay, trans, or queer.
So you got
I forgot
18 years left.
we all got 18 years.
18 years of straight fucking.
And it's all over.
And he's taking up the ball. Going to prison.
But that's just that's in America. That's nowhere else in the fucking world.
Well, that's just it. A lot of the shit isn't happening in the Eastern world. It's only happening to the Western world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have this problem in fucking North Korea. They don't have this problem in China.
Yeah.
Mongolia.
No.
Right. Russia.
What? Psychological
Operations.
All right.
Right.
That's what it's psyop, right? Yeah, shortened. So anyhow, we got that to look forward to.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
Zelensky. Why is he headlining a U.S. defense industry conference
know.
with like Raytheon and fucking?
Maybe he's putting an order in. You know.
You know he is. I mean, they gave him all that money. Now he's got to pick out his toys.
Right. This is ridiculous. The fuck. Why?
He's just going over there and be like, that 2 of those. I'll take 6 of these.
I mean, I just don't get it. Especially when we start talking about like starting wars for these Slavic states.
This guy's a fucking comedian.
Normally.
His day job was comedian.
Right.
And now he's going over to headline a U.S. defense industry conference with like Raytheon and fucking, all the big dogs.
Right.
It's like, once again, hero status for no reason.
No reason. And people are shopping like normal in Kiev or whatever, going to the park and stuff. Like, boggles my mind, but yeah, that's what they're doing. UK's got a new PM, huh?
Some woman?
Her name is Liz Truss. Don't trust it.
Don't trust the trust.
Anyway,
I have no clue. Nothing. I have
video of her appeared about her dissing the monarchy, right? Recently.
Wow.
Let's see how that goes over.
So she's woke.
Oh yeah, and she's got an old tweet here that didn't age too well. It's from October 29, 2011 at 3:32 p.m. Liz Truss, checkmark, United Kingdom government officer. And she wrote, used to see Jimmy Savile at the Flying Pizza on Street Lane, Roundhay. Always in good spirits. Rest in peace.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
2011.
2011.
Sweet.
It must have been the time around he died, I bet. So she said rest in peace to Jimmy Savile. The fucking
pedophile predator.
Predator. Yeah, fucking predator.
And now she just happens to be
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister.
Wow.
Mm.
That's something.
Mm. You're just jealous because you can't date her.
I can't date her. No. Can't date her. There was a video this week allegedly of Naomi Biden came out.
Okay, yeah, let's get into this. I have not seen the video. I don't know who Naomi Biden is. Allegedly, she's the granddaughter.
Allegedly, she's the granddaughter of Joe Biden.
What's in this video?
She says that Biden died a few years ago and that he had a twin, her uncle, right? And he had built up this big political career. So they switched him after Biden died, Joe, allegedly.
They were just like, well, fuck it. Let's just.
Right. Now, I looked at the video, and I don't know. I looked for pictures of Naomi Biden. I saw a few, but I'm not very familiar with Naomi Biden's face, so I can't say if that's her or not. It's in the chat if you're looking for it. But yeah, she says that Joe Biden died a few years ago and that they switched him out with his twin.
She could just be taking a piss, too.
She could just be trolling. I don't know if it's her. That's just the thing. Like, it looks like her from what I could tell, but I wouldn't know her from fucking Adam, so.
Okay.
Some other people did pick this up that might be more familiar with it. They were reporting on it, so I decided to throw it in there.
Interesting.
That is interesting. We'll see what happens. Other shit that came out.
I mean, I know for sure they used a Hillary body double that one time when she was out in New York on the streets. That person looked nothing like Hillary.
Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah, they had a body double of her.
Mm-hmm.
She's already come out, said that
it was when she was running and she got sick, and they didn't want to admit she was sick.
Right.
So they just
used a body double. Now, that woman's already, that actor or whatever you want to call her, has already come out and said that she's done that. Robert Kennedy Jr., right? So RFK Jr.
Okay.
He came out this week and he was talking to Canadians. Now, for you who don't know, he would be JFK's nephew, right? Robert Kennedy's son.
Okay.
And he's made a life, right, career out of fighting vaccines, right?
He sure has.
And he's been doing this for decades now, and he sues pharmaceutical companies for vaccine damages,
Yep.
right? And so this week he said that that they're going to really push to get the children mandated, right?
Everybody listen up. This is important.
Now, the reason why they're going to push for the children to get mandated to get vaccines is because children are the most likely to survive, right? A vaccine, right? And
they have a powerful immune system.
They have a powerful immune system,
for the
right?
most part.
Right. And in order to get where the pharmaceutical companies, right? In order for them to wash their hands of it and not be held liable for any damages that could be caused by the vaccines, they have to mandate it to children, right? Before they mandate it to adults, because adults are less likely to survive, right? You don't have quite the immune system, right? You're done growing, and if they can't get it mandated for the healthiest amongst us, then they're never going to get it mandated for other people, right? Which, they've done with other vaccines, right? They did it with polio, right? A couple others, right? We get vaccines when we went to school.
Yeah.
And we never had a problem. Some people did. That was rare, right? I don't know what the numbers are in that, but it was rare that I.
Well, supposedly during the Hong Kong virus in the 70s,
Mhm.
there was some people that had a lot of side effects from that. There's a documentary I saw on that. It was people didn't want to take it, but they were being forced to.
Mm-hmm. Right. So basically what he was saying is, if they can't be held liable, if they can't get it to the children, the people that are most likely to survive, right, and not be held accountable, then there's no way they're going to be not held accountable for older people.
It's basically, it's a insurance fucking issue for them. It's like, if we don't get these kids vaccinated, we won't have protection against fucking being
sued.
Yes. So we need to have the whole
mandate
population
get
vaxxed so we can be insured, basically.
So they could, so when the mandate goes down to the adults, they can say, listen, we weren't liable for the kids, Right? Why the hell should we be liable for the adults?
Mm-hmm. So it's other. It has nothing to do with their health because the kids didn't ever fucking get it in the first place.
Right.
It was just.
I never fucking got it either.
Dude, my favorite was like people that were struggling, like their life depended on it, not to get it because it meant like they're gonna lose like their liberal status or something like that.
Right.
It's like fucking all liberals are so smart. We can't get it. I got my shots. I wear my mask, and then they get it, and they're like, "Oh, my life's over."
Right.
It's like, no, you're still alive.
Right.
You're still alive. You're not a Trump supporter. You just got coronavirus.
Right. You just had coronavirus and you're dumb because you think the vaccines are going to stop it. Now they've been pushing for herd immunity again. That's like, what the fuck?
Well, I think it's already here. It's just nobody wants to admit it.
I admit it. Herd immunity.
The best part was like, heard. You heard it here first. The Omicron variant.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite.
Well, that one was really unique in that it was mild, and it was fucking everybody could get it like super easily.
Nice.
And the other thing was too that you look at the back end of the virus or whatever. There some scientists were confused how it could have been so well equipped to end the pandemic. It was like there was all these extra like variables, or I'd have to look up the article again, but usually when you get something going through a more or less evolution, you're going to be able to track its evolution.
Right.
So the virus, people were tracking it. And then when Omicron came out, it was like over 3,000 or 4,000 different iterations in this one little virus. And like, how the fuck did this happen?
So it was irregular.
It was like almost like it was made up.
Almost like it was made.
To basically everybody get it and it'd be over with.
And the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So there were people in some circles wanting to believe that was like part of what we're talking about, the secret whatever World War III that's going on.
Right.
Somebody coming back and being like, all right, well, how about this? Fuck you.
Right.
All the money you think you're gonna make and all the fucking
right. Pfizer made a killing and Moderna made a killing.
Yeah.
I mean, you were forced to get them. The government was buying them up like crazy.
Yeah.
They couldn't make them fast enough.
And they're still trying to make them, like with the kids. They're trying to get a whole nother round made so all the kids can get
the
them.
booster. Got to get your boosters.
Boosters.
Get your boosters.
Fauci.
Dr. Fauci. Tell me to get my boosters.
Go watch friggin' Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer. Now we got the
On
butt monkey
YouTube.
pox, right?
That's what they're calling it now?
That's what I just called it now. The butt monkey pox.
Schlong COVID.
Schlong COVID. That's right. Yep.
Well, I guess they're trying to get that instilled, like fear in everyone.
Right.
So it's like,
So
you don't want to go to vote at the polls.
Not
You're
the
gonna
polls.
you're gonna
Get
get
the
you're
monkey
gonna
pox.
turn into a monkey.
The butt monkey pox. Yeah. So,
You can't go out there. It's not safe.
you want to go out there?
You want Zoom?
Huh?
Zoom me.
Want a little,
Get-
little monkey pox? Huh?
You want to vote? Get on TikTok.
Get on TikTok if you want to vote.
You want to vote? Sign up for TikTok.
Hey, see, our digital people can't go to the polls, so fucking A.
I feel like freaking W now after this whole pandemic thing. Fool me once. Hey, see, you can't fool me again.
Stay careful again.
Oh God.
Well, I think a lot of people are like that. It seems as time goes on, more and more people are waking up to the fact that we were lied to in some extent.
Yeah, there's no way around it. You can't act like
Yeah.
the box has totally closed in on your fucking brain.
Yeah, if you believed all of what they said.
Mm-hmm. Then it's time for you to get some dignity back.
Dignity, right?
Get your dignity
Just
back.
ask yourself, how many times do they got to fool you before you decide, maybe I shouldn't listen to these fucking people anymore?
Can't get fooled again.
Get fooled again. Russian collusion.
I love that fucking video, fucking montage. Russian collusion, Russian collusion, Russian collusion, Russian collusion, Russian collusion.
Russian collusion. Russian
It's
collusion.
like every friggin' network on TV, and all it is just
I
a bunch
was
of
one of the
talking
few
heads.
people that I was bummed when I found out we weren't colluding with the Russians. Like, oh shit, really? Fuck! I was hoping that we had some kind of good relations there, right?
Yeah, well,
No,
you always got Zelensky.
I guess so. He's a fucking schmuck. I don't like him.
He had dances in leotards and high heels.
I mean, Putin, in a 1-on-1, even though Zelensky's younger, right? I'm still picking Putin. He's killed people before.
He's gonna go like grabbing a chokehold or
Yeah.
something and just be like, Patrick Swayze his throat right out of his neck.
I hear something. I was watching Third Eye Spies on Netflix, I think it is, right?
Don't know about it.
Anyway, it's all about the spies that the CIA was working with who had psychic abilities, and they claim that everybody has psychic abilities. And one of the guys on there, his name was Russell Targ, right?
Okay.
A lot of his work made it into the movie Men Who Stare at Goats.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie. You probably recognize Russell Targ. He's been on other documentaries, and he was talking about the results that they were getting, and
I lent you that book, Psychic Warrior, way back in the day, right? I had that fucking.
you might have.
And I think he was one of those guys in the movie. I just I
Right.
got to go back and look at, but he was part of the Project Stargate and all that shit.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about like that they were not only able to view different places but different times as well.
Yeah.
And he was saying that they also tried and had some success with remote choking. So the Darth Vader chokehold, basically.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole staring at goats thing.
Yes.
To kill goats, trying to kill hamsters.
They had
Yeah.
some success with that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also in the book he said he remote viewed the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
He I don't know if he said if it was in the past or in the present, but yeah, that was one of his fucking tasks. He was tasking.
It's interesting stuff, because he's got the science behind it, and
The whole remote viewing in general is just fucking cool. Like, I mean, I've played around with it. It's like you actually are like going into a meditative state. You're not thinking about anything.
right.
You're not supposed to think about anything. You're supposed to like kind of like just let it download into your body and just like scribble it out on paper.
Yes.
That's all. You're just supposed to like concentrate on whatever that number is. That's the tasking of whatever you're supposed to look at, and somehow you're just connected to it. They call them coordinates.
Coordinates, yes.
And you're like, look at these coordinates, and you just read it, and then you start going and use the number as like a thing to go back to, and you're just scribbling. And they got all this stuff online if you want to try it out. Just like
Yeah, I'll try it out. Yeah, sure.
practice it and stuff. It's fucking interesting. Like
Sounds
I got a
interesting.
couple weird things like hits, and I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, so Russell Targ, he claims that it's not spiritual in any way. It's not has nothing to do with any kind of esoteric
No,
occult belief or
it's
anything
just
like
like a skill you fucking build.
that everybody has, right?
Yep.
However, he's got a TED Talk that got banned. He gave a TED Talk and then they banned it for some reason. I don't know why. You can still find it on YouTube out there. But Third Eye Spies, I think it was on Netflix. If that, I'm going to go take a pee. Be back.
Oh boy. Okay. Flying solo.
Flying solo.
So, speaking of those Project Stargate and whatnot, this is something that has come out of like some D-class docs and whatnot on the stuff we were just talking about. This is more like remote viewing, out of body stuff, and it's this place or this kit was given to FBI agents, and I think CIA, more CIA than FBI, and it was called the Gateway Experience, HemiSync technology, and I'm trying to I think it's the Monroe Institute. It sounds like we got some people screaming in the background. Gateway Experience. You can still buy this kit on Amazon, or you can go and check it out on YouTube. They got some free ones. But yeah, Robert Monroe is the guy that did it. He had his own thing called Monroe Institute, and they, according to these documents, the FBI used them, or CIA used them for their agents to achieve remote viewing capabilities and out-of-body experience, the interdimensional stuff. So that's something if anybody wants to look up. It's pretty interesting.
What's that
I
one?
like them. The Monroe Institute Hemisync Technology. It's a tape. I think it's like 7 volumes of tapes or CDs. You can still get them on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
But they are to teach you how to do out-of-body and remote viewing.
All right.
And I've listened to like the first 4 cassettes or tapes, or I'm listening to them on YouTube right now. I was thinking about buying the.
Right now, as we speak.
No, I'm not listening.
Okay.
Like last week, 2 weeks ago.
All right. I thought you were doing it right now.
No, not yet. But it was one of the. As far as like I've done a lot of meditation, relaxation stuff. I've even done some
Masturbation.
guided meditation. And way back in the day, some other like out of body stuff where I took classes on it over at OMI in whatever the fuck, Dutchess County. Not OMI. Yeah, it is OMI. No, not OMI.
Not on my.
It's OMI's the sculpture place. What the fuck's the other place called? But there's like some big fucking spiritual fucking grounds over in Dutchess.
Probably Millbrook.
But anyways, I listen to a lot of these tapes that, as a younger man, ESP stuff, trying to get you to use your other senses, and listening to this Hemisync stuff, I was like, wow, this is like really, really thought out as far as like the experience. I mean, some people don't like the dude's voice. You know, I read some of the reviews, but if you can get past that, like, it's set up just like we were talking about, a skill. You're learning a skill.
Right.
It's not like, okay, you're using your imagination. You're using your senses to, like, basically shut down your body. It's fucking really cool. So, recommend it to anybody that wants to fucking be a kook.
Pretty cool. You're talking about Stargates when I left, right?
Well, that was part of why I got into this, because of that guy in the Stargate program. He did a lot of out-of-body stuff, supposedly with his remote viewing and whatnot.
What guy's that?
The one with the book, I can't remember his name. Here, I'll look it up right now. What the fuck?
If you're
It's called
looking to,
Psychic Warrior.
If you're interested in Stargates, I recommend you check into Project Pegasus, which was a U.S. deep state project. And it was outed by a guy named Andrew Baggio.
Oh, man, my fucking computer's gonna die.
Baggio? B-A-S-I-A-G-O.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get my plug for this.
So Andrew
Now it's his turn.
Baggio, whatever the heck his name is, allegedly he was a time traveler, a chrononaut. He traveled time. In this project called Project Pegasus, which was a result of the Philadelphia experiment. And he claimed that him and his dad traveled time, and that he was able to go back to the Civil War, and he was there for the Gettysburg Address, and there's a picture of him, allegedly. He also appeared on Jesse Ventura Conspiracy Theory, and Jesse brought him to a house that he claimed that he had been to once, and then they went to the house, and the person had been living there like 30 years, never heard of him, and he described the layout of the house, even though he'd never been there, though that's not all that impressive. So he recently did an interview with Quite Frankly, which is a channel. It used to be on YouTube. I saw it on BitChute. You might be able to find it on Rumble, or Foxhole. But yeah, allegedly he was part of this project that came out of the Philadelphia experiment, and allegedly he's a time traveler. He said he traveled all throughout the time and to the future and to the past and whatever. He doesn't really make a lot of predictions or nothing. He does relay some of his stories, his personal experiences of being there. Said the first time he went from Jersey, right? I think he went from Jersey to like the four corners of the 4 states in the Southwest. But it's an interesting guy, you know, whether it's bullshit or not, I don't know. You know, and he says that the elites have this technology, right? And that they use it or whatever. But it's really controlled access, and that there's like a chrono war going on.
You're talking about your time traveler stuff?
Yeah, Andrew Baggio. Now, he appeared on Jesse Conspiracy Theory years ago. You might have caught that.
I might have missed it, but the whole chrononaut thing makes it rings a bell.
Chrononauts, yeah. Who knows if that's anything real? Wouldn't surprise me, but it'd still be fantastic.
David Morehouse, I think, was the ex
Okay.
CIA guy that did the Psychic Warrior book.
That name does sound familiar.
Yeah, I remember getting that book. I don't know, fucking 92 or 93, 94, something like that.
It's happening, right? Now, the whole reason why that happened with the government is because we heard that the Russians were using them, but they weren't.
Well, I remember back when you were a kid, they used to have all kinds of psychic stuff on TV. Now you don't see it anywhere ever. It's like, why not? Why don't they have like a psychic fucking reality show?
I don't know. Because Darren Brown, you ever watch that guy?
Well, he's mentalism, and he admits that it's not real psychic powers.
Right. He says he doesn't have psychic powers, but he tries to oust a lot of those guys too.
Well, it's because there is a lot of fucking shysters. There's a whole way. There's a fucking
Miss Chloe hasn't been wrong once.
There's the way to be a mentalist is this. There's 3 things you got to remember. It's super easy. Everything comes down to money, health, and relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So you just keep circling through those 3 things. You're like, all right, hold on. There's something in your mind now that starts with an R or something like that. And then it'll be like, okay. And it's like, it has something to do with a relationship. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. A relationship. Is that making any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it your health or maybe?
Well, he died, but yeah.
Yeah. It was a family member. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there you go. And you just keep going in through this circle of fucking vagary with money, relationships, and health, because that's what anybody cares about.
Right. That makes sense. Huh.
And they just their mind just connects it all together for you, and you're just like basically drawing stuff out.
Drawing lines, right? It's kind of like charades.
Yeah, exactly. Charades for stupid people.
Psychic charades. I remember there was like, the Jackson chick there.
Or the guy that bending the spoons.
That was Yuri. No. I can't remember his fucking name. Anyway, yeah. Guy Bezmenov was the spy guy.
That was a spy.
Yeah. Geller was the guy that went to space. Allegedly died or came back. I can't remember which one.
But, I mean, there's shows. Like shows about
there were
people
shows
with powers, like old ladies that could do this and that, and you'd be watching and be like, wow, this is cool.
This is cool.
But now it's like none of that. Nobody has that shit on anymore.
Wonder why. Maybe they don't want you to do it.
They don't even want you to think it's real, yeah. Or it's like taking spirituality out of fucking life.
And maybe entertainment has a value, has diminished to propaganda.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know? Propaganda.
So
not proper.
If you guys want to do Hemi-Sync Monroe Institute stuff. Go to Amazon, buy it, become a psychic.
Become a psychic.
A real one.
Amaze your friends.
Amaze your friends.
Get invited to all the cool parties.
Go out of body into another dimension.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be me? Now's your
Just
chance.
hop in my brain.
Hop into my ethereal space.
Hypnosis. Have you got any experience with that?
I've been hypnotized once, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. They said it was hypnosis. And then I wasn't sure because I kind of remembered it. And they were like, no, that's what it feels like. I was like, oh. Yeah, I was on some travel channel special. And they brought me to a hypnotist about the aliens. And I had to go in this little room.
Is it on the YouTubes?
I've never seen it. They brought me to Pine Bush for this.
Huh.
They even gave me a car.
To go there?
Yeah.
I want to see this footage.
I've never seen it, but I'd like to see it too. I mean, you know, I guess the show is normally some kind of ghost show.
Okay.
But they did a special on, you know, Pine Bush sightings of UFOs and aliens.
When are we going down to capture one?
I'm ready.
We're bringing one down.
Get fucking face these fuckers.
Take a picture of me shooting a spaceship down.
Can happen, man. Just gotta use positive thinking. You'll get them.
Yeah, I went to. Speaking of, I went to Canada to hypnosis, like I don't know what the fuck you call it, training, 5-day fucking whatever.
Right.
And this was like early on in the Trump administration, and it was funny because the people running the thing were like, they were basically saying, it's like, you know, as a practitioner of hypnosis and blah blah blah, and understanding like what influences people, they're like, we've never seen anything like the United States media, what it's doing right now,
Right.
as far as like making him seem like he's Hitler.
Right. We don't even like hockey, so it makes sense.
But it was amazing to see that, like, the people being like, yeah, we understand fucking propaganda, and there's a shit ton of it going on in America now against that man.
Right. It's constant. It's endless. It won't be till he's 50 years dead that they're going to stop going off about this dude.
Yep. They brainwashed everybody pretty good.
When I was underneath hypnosis, I described it like I felt like I wanted to fall asleep, and this lady kept annoying me by asking fucking questions.
Well, it's really basically guided meditation. That's the way I think of it. It's like you need to get into that trance. That's the part of the fucking thing. You got to get into trance state. That's like
get into trance right now,
where your conscious mind is out doing fucking something else, and you're basically talking to the subconscious mind. So it's like you have to draw a you have to like bring someone's focal point to a pinpoint kind of, and then you just tell it to fuck off and go do something. And then, you know, it's like, you okay there, bud?
Get into trance, bro. Get into trance. So basically what you're saying is nuke China.
It's not at all what I was saying. That's what you were
That's
hearing.
what I was hearing.
Oh, boy.
Solve all your problems.
So, yeah, I'll put you under later. We could try some hypnosis. See if we can get you to remember last time you were under hypnosis.
I mean, I kind of remember it. It was like trying to fall asleep and someone annoying you.
Right. I wonder if she left
you
you.
now?
Did she give you a post hypnotic message of any type? Like, when you wake up, you're gonna feel great. You won't remember this.
No, I don't think so. No.
Right, because that's a way you can get people to forget the trance by post hypnotic suggestions.
Yeah, I don't know what she said. I do remember saying something about a hallway in a room.
She's telling you to go down the hallway or
Yeah,
what's in
yeah.
the room.
Yeah.
Well, there's also leading and non-leading. Like there's definitely wrong ways to do it as well as okay ways. Like there's a lot of people that will go to a hypnotist and they'll be fucking led right into a false memory because the therapist or hypnotist doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
I see.
So it's like you're putting content into that person's mind by accident.
Right.
Because you're leading them. It's like you're never supposed to do that. It's always supposed to be content free. All you're doing is asking, like, you know, feelings and fucking what you're seeing, not like, oh,
what's the alien look
like? What the fuck color is that alien you're watching right now?
Yeah, I don't. I just remember her saying something about like memories in rooms, separated in rooms. And for the most part, I felt like I wanted to go to bed, and she kept annoying me.
Well, that's why I feel like it's like a guided meditation, because you're so relaxed during the trance state. That's part you're supposed to get that person to that relaxation point so their mind can access this, like, you know,
memory,
whatever, just the full function of the brain. You're basically, so you're going past the fucking all the little stuff on the computer right to the fucking like program code.
Gotcha.
You're getting rid of all the shit on top. You're going down to the fucking kernel to, you know, basically work on the.
I've been to the kernel a long time.
He makes good chicken.
Yes. Can't wait to get to the kernel. Think about it.
The kernel's like the thing on your basic operating system that allows the whole fucking system to run.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But so anyways, that's
Look
awesome. I want to see
look
this.
Into my eye. You at home. Look into my eyes.
Look into his eyes.
You're feeling sleepy. Sleepy. You can barely hold up your eyes.
Back to the Monroe Institute thing. This is something that is on the tape, and it's made me relax like never before. They're like, as you're laying there, imagine the muscles that work your eyelids are completely relaxed. And then it says, and now the muscles, they go through the whole facial like muscle structure, and it's like fucking just zonks you right the fuck out. It's like, now imagine all the muscles that control your lips are completely relaxed. Then your cheeks and your jaw, and then your brow. And then now imagine the muscles that control your eyes are relaxed. And you fucking, yeah, there it is.
That's good.
Now imagine the muscles that control your scalp are completely relaxed, and your shoulders sink. Completely relaxed. Completely relaxed, Barnes.
Sorry.
It's working. E.T.
Feels good.
Especially as you smoke a big fucking bowl.
Your big boy.
But yeah, it's free on the internet. Just go to YouTube. Check it out. I think that's tape 2 or 3. The first one is just like a overall body introduction relaxation tape. The second one, they get you to build a little thing in your mind that you like place stuff into. To you can make it whatever you want.
A little room, a little hut, a little cave.
You ever see the movie Dreamcatcher, where he's got the it's kind of like what Sherlock Holmes does. They build a library in their own brain.
Yeah, I've heard of the shit like that.
Yeah.
That's like a memory thing.
That's kind of like what you're doing.
Right.
Same with what was the sequel to
Willow.
The Shining?
Oh. That had a sequel?
Yeah, it was like what the fuck was it? It's pretty good, actually. You didn't know it had a sequel? It had Ewan McGregor in it.
Ewan McGregor.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's. Obi-Woke Kenobi.
Obi-Woke. Dr. Sleep, it's called.
Never saw it.
You should check it out. It's pretty cool.
I saw The Shining when I was really young. Like entirely too young to be seeing
Who
The
took
Shining.
you to it?
My mom.
Nah, good going, Mom.
Fuck.
What the fuck, Mom?
Having nightmares of fucking blood all over the place. That and fucking the dog. Whenever the dog went in the basement, it used to freak me out because
Cujo?
No, but she took me to Amityville Horror when it first came out. It's been like 4 or some shit.
Yeah, your mom's that's kind of fucked. Well, I wonder if she just wanted to see it and was like, you know what?
I can't find a babysitter. Fuck.
You're coming with me, Michael. Hope you like horrors.
But yeah, I remember, watching Amityville Horror, like, oh my God, the dog's in the basement. He's going to start scratching at the fucking wall. There's a passageway to hell. Grandpa!
Where are you?
Where are you? There's a passageway to hell.
I think one of the movies that freaked me out the most as a kid was Werewolf, or was it called Werewolf? I forget, but it wasn't the London one. It was one that was like a low budget one, but it was on HBO all the time.
Werewolf in Paris. Right? That one?
I'm gonna
Teen Wolf.
80s werewolf movie. Google.
Then there was the one where the guy goes to like college or something in Europe, and the girl's like a werewolf, and he
The
likes
Howling. That's what it was. The Howling. They made a couple sequels. I never seen the sequels, but the first Howling, I was like, holy fuck! I don't know how old I was, but
Right.
way too young.
You ever notice that there's never been another Wolfman Jack? Like nobody's replaced him.
Nobody's replaced him, man.
No,
Like
man,
Wolfman Jack.
That's it. Nobody's replaced him. It's only been one. So I guess there's other Elviras. We just don't know their name.
Yeah, they're just regular goth girls that
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
tits hanging out.
Yeah, I love them.
I
They're good people.
love them.
Good people.
Oh man.
Anyway, yeah.
So, anyways, politics. No.
Back to Elvira's titties.
All right. Like she got the heavies, like Nancy.
Yeah, she got a pair of heavies. But she's a lesbian.
Elvira is
Yeah, she came out.
the OG.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, good for her.
I mean, I'm sure she's had plenty of male attention.
Yeah, probably more than she wants.
Probably more, but she gets what she gets paid for, so whatever.
Yeah, yeah. If you're letting them hang out like that, you're gonna get attention.
Now, none of those shows exist anymore. Used to be
Tales from the Crypt.
right. Tales from the Crypt would be one, but channels or I guess stations, right? They would have like these little marathons, right? And there'd be like a host, right? He'd be dressed up like a vampire or like a mummy or something, and he would host it, and they would show a couple horror flicks, right? And there would be like little bits in between.
Yeah.
Right.
Why aren't they out there, dude? All that shit went the wayside with like Mystery Science Theater.
I'm trying to think of who the last well-known, I guess, horror host is.
Elvira.
Elvira. Vincent Price, maybe did he do that? No, he was an actor as well, so. Anyway, but they used to exist. No.
TV just sucks anymore, dude. I mean, I guess that's not fair because I haven't had it for like 10 years or more, so I can't say. But every time I watch it, it makes me feel like shit.
Somewhere, when I moved out, that's the last time I had cable.
When you were 18?
Yeah, whatever that was. I mean, I've seen it here and there.
I mean, you watch like Super Bowl Sunday and shit, and you're just like, you cannot believe your friends and family and other normal human beings put themselves through that night in and night out.
Yeah.
It's fucking an assault on your senses, and it's there to make you stupid.
There's a lot of like obvious stuff that, like you're watching a program. You're being programmed by a program.
That's why they call it programming.
Yeah, I guess so. And then, there's just television, television. I don't know.
Television. Yeah.
When you start taking it too literal.
What was the Hollywood one too? Hollywood is it's like a berry
Yeah.
of some sort that enchants or something like that.
So allegedly, there's some kind of wand made out of Hollywood
That's what it is then. Yeah, that's for casting spells.
for spell casting. I mean, there's all kinds of shit like that. Like, that shit's in front of you, and sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. Like, one of them was that, when I first learned that, it kind of threw me off. Was the Fahrenheit scale. I ever tell you about this?
I don't recall.
All right, so Fahrenheit, right? Fahrenheit was some German dude a couple hundred years ago who was trying to make like a universal scale, right?
Okay.
And he was a Mason, right? And he was into like mathematics and whatever. So the Fahrenheit scale What temperature does water freeze at?
Was it 32?
32, right. And then it boils at
1 oh
no, 212.
212. Blew it.
So at a difference of 180 degrees, water does a complete turnaround through the stages of matter at the time.
But we're not talking about degrees. We're just talking about numbers. But if you look at it as degrees, it's 180 apart.
So they're 180 apart, yeah.
Mhm.
32 and 212.
Okay.
So water does a 180 degree churn through the stages of matter in 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what he based it off of, right? It's kind of ingenious, right? Because it's references as a circle.
Mm-hmm.
But why did he start at 32?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
32 degrees Mason.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, he also designated 98.6 as the average human body temperature, which I think might have changed a little. But that's what he said, right? That originally was 98.6. As far as I know. You know, you can tell me in the comments, Randy, if I'm wrong.
Best cosplay ever.
Trapped in the thing. So 98.6 minus 32.
Tell me.
66.6. So the temperature of humans is 66.6 above freezing in Fahrenheit's scale.
Wow. Numbers, math.
Well, that's part of like the
Codes.
symbolic language, right?
Mm-hmm. Dude, the other thing I heard too, like, I got to go back. It was the newest Y-Files. Did you watch that one, Montauk Project?
Yeah, I did.
And it got into the fucking the frequency ranges of the
Yes.
standardized fucking, you know, A is 440 hertz.
They were
And
talking
like,
about turning off psychic powers
yeah. Mm-hmm.
through frequencies.
Yeah, I don't like that, and that's always there's other stuff out there about that. Why it was that standardized, and I think it was standardized by,
The church?
no, in America, 440 hertz was standardized by, what the fuck, a certain institute funded by the Rockefellers.
Well, everything's fucking funded by the Rockefellers.
Yeah, of course. They fucking built everything. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, middle C, scientific note, standardized at 440 hertz, which serves. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck did it though.
I don't know. They
It's
speculate.
an 1885 recommendation by Johann Heinrich Schleiber. Maybe it wasn't the Rockefellers. Maybe it was
Rothschilds?
Rothschilds in Germany. Society of German Natural Scientists and Physicians at a meeting in Stuttgart the same year.
Got a little burp there.
That 1926 is
They
when it became
speculate-
that way in America.
They changed it, right? Because it was potentially destructive or some shit.
Well, when you get into solfeggio tones and all that, they're like, there's so many other frequencies out there that are way better for the human body. The 440 is like one of the most discordant, supposedly, to the. I don't know the science, but
Right.
they're like, it's not good. It doesn't do things nice
You're
to
not
the
the
human
science.
body. Yeah,
I know.
I'm not the Fauci.
Now they speculate that's what the walls of Jericho were brought down by.
An energy weapon
Yeah,
at 440.
yeah, because they were like singing or something, right?
Monks lifting rocks by singing.
Maybe. I read recently that some people suspect that there's was an ancient land bridge in between I want to say Ceylon, but Sri Lanka and India.
Okay. And
Well, if it's true, it'd be dated you know, a lot earlier than what we suspected. People were even around, you know. I think it was like 1,000,000 years old or some shit.
Whoa. 1,000,000.
Something ridiculous. There, you see all these claims on the internet. It's like, you know, the Sun, right? Or the Inquirer half the time. Some of it's just clickbait. I'm kind of sick of some clickbait.
Clickbait everywhere, man. That's what the
I have-
our culture has become.
I don't know why or for what reason, but like my Facebook feed is now filled with snake videos.
Snake videos.
Yes.
Were we talking about snakes last week? And you're like, I'm not a fan of snakes.
No, but they like me for some reason.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. So Google heard, and
Now I'm getting snake videos.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing I've noticed. Like, why is there so many fucking snake videos on my feed all of a sudden? I bet if I'll scroll through here. There's some band.
well, we didn't got to talk about the snake videos. We got to talk about
Well, they always show these huge snakes, right?
okay,
In the fucking picture, right? In the thumbnail.
and you click on it.
And it's just like a gardener.
It's like, holy fucking fuck, snake! Look at how
Look
fucking.
at the guy stepping in its mouth.
Click on it, and it's just a little snake
Yeah,
with the
just-
camera up close.
Well, it gets so bad. I started imagining shit that wasn't there. Like I saw one where a guy was lifting a snake's mouth, stepping into it, but it wasn't. It wasn't. I just imagined it because I was so sick of the bullshit. I guess.
That's funny. Clickbait. When are we gonna start making ours?
I'm ready.
What? It's gonna be good stuff.
Powdered
Powdered loads.
bro. Don't wait for the economic crisis to come.
In strike.
Yeah, it's gonna be too late by then. I mean, you're gonna go looking for a dehumidifier by then. You're not gonna be able to find one, right? You gotta get started today,
You need a
Right.
dehydrator.
right? You gotta accumulate this over many weeks, right? And you gotta
And
be
we'll,
dedicated.
we'll sell you the printer to make your own stickers and you
Yeah.
know
Brand it,
your own. We'll even sell you space for a website.
sure. Powdered loads,
The whole package. Oh my
not
god.
available for sale in the United States or Canada, Mexico, England, Scotland.
Well, it's getting to that time. We got to pick up some fucking who's towing the lines and
Who's towing the line this week, huh?
who's fucking must forgetting.
Ah, there's a lot, right? I mean, shit.
I mean, we got to forget Prince Charles.
Oh, he's towing the line.
Prince is towing the line.
I don't know who Prince Charles is. I've never heard of that guy. No, it's King now. It's King Charles III.
What do you think about having another king of England?
Well,
It's been a while.
yeah, I think it has been a while for them, right? It's been at least since her dad, right?
Yeah, and he was only in power for a little bit.
A little bit, both those guys were. But before that was Victoria, right? She was around for a while. I think this one outlived Victoria. Victoria might be the previous
Oldest or longest monarchy.
longevity.
Okay. So how long's Charles gonna last? If you were a betting man.
Well, his dad outlived his mom, right? And Charles had better access to healthcare than his parents did, right?
Yeah.
But he's probably lived a more, though he wasn't in the war, but his lifestyle is probably not as healthy. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I imagine.
I ain't never went over for beer.
I never had a beer for King Charles, but I imagine that there's going to be a lot of reconsidering the monarchy right now. I'm somebody who normally
You respect the
that's
institution.
about. I mean, I respect it because they're American allies, right? The British are American allies.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, right, and that's the only reason why I respect it is because I'm American, right? Um, and
they're allies.
And they're
and
allies.
they fought and helped beat the Germans.
well, yeah, whatever. But they've been a big, ally, and they're a nuclear power, right? And we come from the Anglosphere, right? And
You like the little circle on their planes during World War II.
I mean, I guess they were nice, yeah. But what I'm getting at is like I'm not a big somebody who really supports monarchies.
I think they're pretty much a relic of the past. There should be no reason for them nowadays. But whatever. If the people there like it, then who the fuck am I to say?
It's been working for them for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Even though her reign saw, the loss of a lot of territory for the British Empire, right? They lost South Africa, they lost Egypt, they lost Palestine, they lost India, Pakistan, Australia.
King Charles going to get it all back.
Canada. You think so? No, I don't think there's a chance of that. See, they had a chance when they didn't have a monarch for whatever split second that was. That's when
they could have united as a.
We could have went to the negotiating table then. They didn't have a king, right?
Oh wow.
Could have negotiated.
Is there still time right now?
I mean, that's up to them.
In between.
Well, there's no chance of reuniting any of the British Empire where they have a monarch.
Right. They don't.
We wouldn't go for it. I know Ireland's not going to go for it.
Too late for that now.
And that would be the two biggest obstacles, I would think. That and South Africa, maybe Jamaica, because they don't like the monarch either. Everybody always forgets about the Jamaicans. They're in the Anglosphere.
Yeah.
The Anglosphere. Anglophones?
So, who's towing the line? Come on, man. Come on.
Who's towing the line? Not King Charles. I'm sure TikTok is, but
yeah, TikTok's definitely towing the line.
It's a tough one.
I mean, I haven't been in the news all this week, so I can't really say.
You had about as much as I did. I mean, the AOC story, right, where
she's gonna die because of the vote.
Lizzo definitely towed the line.
Oh wow, yeah.
What's that actress you were talking about earlier? The one of Weinstein, right? Fucking pictures. Just having nightmares about Tucker Carlson somehow.
Oh yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
Did anybody miss Brian Stelter? No, nobody.
He's gone.
Nobody
I don't know
what
he's doing.
I didn't hear anybody say.
I'm glad I didn't make that shirt with his face on it.
Nobody out there said, "Man, I really miss
Humpty Dumpty."
Brian Stelter.
Little Brian Stelter.
Little Brian Stelter.
Oh my God, Mark Dice really pounded on that.
Oh, he did. It became a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Little
Brian.
So who do you think?
I think you took the cake there with
Lizzo?
Lizzo. Yeah.
All right. Lizzo's towing the line.
Lizzo saying she's suppressed.
So I saw she's got a series on Netflix or some shit.
Yeah, she's got a fucking $1 million contract, fucking writing songs. She's probably, got a nice house.
She ain't got to work out or nothing.
She ain't got to work out. She ain't got to fucking, go and like bum money for food.
Right.
She don't even drive herself around. But she's suppressed.
Damn.
The suppression.
That's a lot of suppression right there.
I could go for some of that suppression right now.
Goddamn.
I could go for some of that suppression you got there, Lizzo.
Let me get some of that. All right, so we got Lizzo towing the line.
Yeah.
What's next?
What must we forget? Or we could do Don't Say. I don't know what this week is Don't Say.
Inside job.
Oh, because of today?
Today. Just today. You got one day.
You got one day. You got it.
No, what can't we say? Seriously.
No, you can't say that on 9/11.
Well, you can't.
People don't like it. People don't like hearing that fucking Dick
Not
Cheney
on 9/11.
fucking sent the Air Force to Canada fucking.
God protect the Canadians.
On 9/11.
Nobody can touch the fucking Canadians.
No fucking responses to the planes. Fucking emergency broadcast system didn't even fucking work.
There's a bunch of list of coincidences. There's
Yeah.
that one report that happened on the day where the dude's like, "There's no sign of the plane anywhere," at the Pentagon.
Yep. Only aired once.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I remember looking at that footage the day of, the morning of, and I'm like, the fuck is going on there? It's just a hole with like one little prop sitting in front. And the same with the other plane fucking in Pennsylvania that just disappeared.
that disappeared, right? Just became a ditch.
And with a bunch of like baggage fucking strewn
Debris.
about.
The buildings fell in almost free fall, right?
Bunch of first time things ever. Yeah,
Right.
first times.
First time buildings
All
fell.
happened on one day.
Steel structures fell from fire. There was that. They all fell at peak magnetic times of the day.
Wow. I remember too the random generator fucking thing website went crazy, I guess, that
Yeah,
day.
that day.
It just was all ones or all zeros. I forget what it was, but it was like
It was
mathematically statistical impossibility.
Right. Some kind of psychic.
Yeah, it was
undertone.
just some type of. It had to be. Wow, how the fuck else do you get like?
Wisdom of the crowd.
Yeah,
What else happened?
they don't
on
even
there?
have that online anymore. The random number generator, fucking.
My favorite one, my favorite theory is the John Hutchinson theory.
I don't know John's theory about it.
It's not his. He's just part of it, and that's the easiest way for me to describe it. But it's Dr. Judy Wood's, I guess,
Okay,
theory. And basically,
is she the alien hunter?
no.
No.
She was, I guess, a physicist, right, or whatever. Who had something to do with Star Wars,
Okay.
and she came out and said that like they might have used the Star Wars weapon on 9/11. Nobody really knows what it would look like or what it would do or what it's capable of. Remember, John Hutchinson was bending metal with waves, right? And he was even like, he didn't set him on fire, but the opposite of fire, right?
Yeah, he would just make them like basically crumble from a subatomic level.
Right. And then some of them even gave off light, but they weren't hot
Mm-hmm.
when they came apart, whatever. And he was levitating things or whatever. And she has compiled like some 200 odd points, right, that happened on 9/11 that would correlate to also using the technology. Right.
Right.
200, I guess.
Well, there was all kind. Who knows what the fuck happened there because it was just too much to fucking. The other biggest thing was like the investigation. It's like they just grabbed all that stuff and shipped it to China in like fucking 2 weeks. It was gone. It's like that's a crime fucking scene.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, that's true. I agree. But on the intelligence scale, this is where this makes sense. Let's just say we used the Star Wars weapon, right? And we never used it before, say.
You don't want anybody seeing it.
Well, you want your adversaries to know you have it, potentially, right?
Yeah.
You may want that, right? So you give them the metal, and when they get the metal, they're like, what the fuck happened to this metal?
Oh, I see. So you're saying it was another double whammy all the way around. Everybody gets fucking.
That's
fear
part of
put
her
in 'em.
part of her theory. Yeah,
Right.
That the reason why they gave it to China so quickly is so China would know for sure that we had this weapon,
And we're willing to use it on
and
our
we're
own
really
people.
yes, so we'll use it on you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true or not? I don't know, but it's interesting to think about that on an espionage scale that could have happened.
That's called diabolical.
Yeah.
And that's who the people. They want those people in charge.
Unfortunately, it seems like when I think about like politics and world affairs, the most evil thing I could think of is probably, the most likely. And I'm not talking about a cartoonish way, but it is blatant at sometimes, But that's who runs these things. Like, people aren't out there looking for peace actively all the time, right? It's just not. It's not something that happens. It doesn't happen anyway.
It don't make money.
No, it don't make money.
It don't make money. And then there is.
All right, so we can't say
We can't say that
today.
Nope.
Um,
And then there's What was it? The
Oh yeah.
Towing the Line we already did.
Oh, towing there.
Don't
Don't
say.
say. Oh yeah.
We just did that, and
Did
then
that one, yeah.
and what's the other one? Why don't I have a fucking card here?
Basketball Jones. Yeah, we do 3 things at the end. There's 3 little bits there.
We got 2 down.
We got 2 of them. Right? We got the don't say there.
I just said all 3 of them before. I can't for the life of me remember.
Yeah, sure.
Don't say.
What must we forget?
What must we forget? Okay.
Well, it's definitely not today. Never forget today.
Never forget today.
Right.
I heard the Kamala, the great Kamala, was saying fucking.
And every year we go out. We go out in the woods to the patch when the great Kamala comes.
And she tells us that January 6th was worse than 9/11.
But we go out to the cum patch and the great Kamala comes out.
Oh my God. But that's what she was saying this week. She said that January 6th was worse than 9/11.
That's because she's the fucking delusional cunt who wants to use the fucking tragedy of 9/11 to her own political game 22 years later.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's ridiculous. And no, it wasn't.
It was not.
It was not. I hate to,
Tell
say.
anybody that fucking thinks that. Yeah, you're dumb.
9/11 led to fucking years and years of war, which we just got out of, right? We're just fucking finally free. I'm not sure.
Which the
about
goddamn dude she's working for just totally made a shit show of.
Madden and Albright stuffed the fucking million fucking Iraqis over this shit. And you're going to say that January 6th, when one day,
where one person got shot,
a few people got shot, killed, whatever.
Well, it was just the one girl. And then the other 2, like 3 security guards, they died like days later or whatever. Whatever it was. I'm not sure. All I know is there was fucking, it wasn't mass deaths.
Right. It wasn't something that went on for fucking 10
There wasn't guns
years.
fucking inside the Capitol
Guns
getting
blazing.
blasted. It wasn't Yosemite Sam fucking running around hooting and tooting.
I'm president now.
Rootin' tootin'. I'm president.
Oh, that was the QAnon shaman, right? That guy.
Yeah, he was Yosemite-ish.
He looked like he was a member of some secret society from the Flintstones with that fucking thing.
Talk about the howling. You want to get fucking howled out. That dude was howling. That was the one thing too. Well, there's a whole bunch of shit that goes into that as well, but that guy was a fucking kook.
They're not even comparable, 9/11 and January 6th, in any way or shape or fashion.
No, but you got all these dumb fucks out there that think it is.
Unless you want to say they were both something you can't say today.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's something, though. And Bill Cooper pointed this out years ago.
Your boy, Billy.
Right. That a few years before 9/11, he called this out. Right.
What did he call out?
On his radio show, he said in the summer of 2001 that Osama bin Laden was the #1 wanted terrorist in the world and had been for years.
CIA can't find him, but CNN could.
But CNN could. Right? That some CNN reporter went in there with a camera crew, did an interview with Osama bin Laden, but Mossad, MI6, the CIA, the FBI, nobody could find this fucking guy.
But CNN.
Right, but CNN can.
And, yeah. And they didn't just grab that fucking idiot the minute fucking
right.
He got out of the cave and be like, where is he?
Right.
No. They just let him walk and just do his job.
Bullshit. And then he said, whatever they got planned, that they're going to blame Osama bin Laden for.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you believe it? That's something worth forgetting, I guess. They want us to forget.
Yeah, we can forget that then today.
That Bill Cooper predicted.
Down the memory hole. There's so many other things, too. Like with
then he was dead within a couple weeks after 9/11. About like November.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was shot.
Convenient.
It is, isn't it? It's like the guy on J6 that fucking died before he was supposed to testify. The guard or whatever. Is there going to be a season 2?
I don't know.
The first season got so bad reviews. I doubt that
they're trying to get like some clicks right now with all this FBI raid stuff to see if they got enough interest in a season 2. I think they're trying.
That's what they got going on, huh?
Yeah, they're putting out the feelers.
Yeah.
To see if they're fucked.
Fuck, they're not.
Or not. Because if they ain't gonna do season 2, they got problems.
Well, the funny thing is that selection.
Yeah.
The last selection. And this just shows like the hypocrisy of our fucking system, where it's just momentarily like anything for political gain at the moment. Do it. Who cares if it shows like up fucking 5 years later? Where both sides had complained about those machines in the past, those voting machines they were using. That certain
both sides.
Yeah.
Not just one.
Both sides. Yeah. Both had made complaints over the years.
CNN.
And they had both made complaints about mail-in ballots over the years.
Yeah, but now you can't say shit.
Well, you can't say. That somebody might have
been selected.
Somebody was willing to burn the fucking city down, but not put a fucking extra ballot in. That's what you gotta believe.
I gotta show my ID to go with whipped cream at Stewart's,
right.
But not when I go to vote.
Not when I go to vote. But yeah, they want you to believe that the people who were totally peacefully, mostly peacefully protesting, in no way we're gonna ever think about, jeopardizing any kind of integrity of the selection.
I gotta get my ID out to buy whipped cream at Stewart's.
Yeah.
But not when I vote.
Stop. I showed mine just because
you
I didn't want to talk. I do that a lot, like, especially like, so if there's like some kind of sales thing I know is going to come up. So every time when I go to Michael's, because I know at the end there's a whole sales pitch. I just don't speak English at that moment.
Okay.
What are they going to do? Force me to speak English? And none of these people know French. If they did, I'd be fucked because I only know a few words. Right? So I'm into avoid, like if I could carry a sign at the end there, just say I don't speak English, just fucking give me my money and get the fuck out of my way. Not against them. I just don't want to hear Michael's sales pitch when I go to leave their fucking store every time. Right? And then they want your fucking goddamn email. And it's like, what, are you going to fucking write me now? Like, get the fuck out of here. Just sell me this shit and get the fuck out of my way. It used to work good in the malls, right? So, malls, you have those little fucking...
The kiosks.
Yeah, little kiosk in the center there. They're always trying to put some shit on you or feed you something or whatever. So if you utter out a few, words in a foreign language, or if you could do like an imaginary language, right?
They just give you a look and turn away. Like, not this guy, not this guy.
And
shit.
Most of the time they'll say, "Oh, sorry," and they'll just walk away. Right? But I haven't ran into anybody who speaks French when I do that. But it works every time. I'm sure.
Parlez-vous français? Hot dog?
Right for that.
Oui.
Yeah. Pardon, je ne comprends anglais. I don't even know if I said that right.
That's great. Perfect. I'm going to remember this.
Je ne comprends.
All right.
Yeah.
I got to wrap this up. I got to drive to fucking New Hampshire.
Again?
Yeah, bro.
Are you living free or die?
It's good out there in some ways. A pack of smokes is like $5.
How's that possible? They ain't shipping those things.
They live free or die, man.
Well, how'd they get in there?
You gotta go fucking
fuck that. Yes. Fuck you. Fuck Maine. Fuck all New England. We're stealing all your shit.
Oh God, New York, they're stealing your shit. That's who's stealing from you.
Hochul. I think that I don't know how we got rid of Lost Vermont. That's some bullshit. Also, parts of New Hampshire. We're supposed to have the entire Hudson River watershed, which that goes all the way to New Hampshire, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And we got to get fucking
We gotta get it back.
Yeah, gotta get back. Liberty Island, right? Gotta get that back from Jersey. Those scumbags. I see you, Jersey. I know what you're up to.
So should
gonna creep
we
up here.
just run for office on that platform? Like we're gonna start taking back over states.
Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm looking at you. I know how that happened. That's some bullshit. That was just so fucking Pennsylvania can get in on the fucking Great Lakes.
It's over for y'all. It's over.
We're coming for you.
You had a good run.
It's a good run. I don't agree to this Vermont shit.
You're
no
returning
more.
to the Empire State.
That's it. Times are tough.
Oh man. All right. You got anything else for this week? Next week, I guess once again, we'll try Saturday, but can't guarantee nothing.
I'm liking the Sunday deal.
You're liking the Sundays.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just don't know what's going to happen. Then it happens.
Maybe we'll just end up doing both Saturday, Sundays when I get back.
All right.
Maybe. Who
Maybe.
knows? We're going to do a lot more stuff now that I got the mobile spot, though.
That's what they say.
Who's this they you speak of?
You know, they've been saying.
All righty. That's it for this week.
Bye.
Adios.
So long.
How do you say goodbye in French?
Bonjour. No. Bon voyage.
A bon voyage. Remember, wherever you go, there you are.